my absolute pleasure to introduce someone who truly embodies the heart and soul of OTG, Patrick Baum. Patrick is not only an incredible leader, but also a remarkable father and an example of resilience, dedication, and kindness. What I admire most about Patrick is his unwavering commitment to his family, to this business, and to helping others succeed. He's the kind of person who doesn't just dream big. He takes action to create the life he envisions, all while inspiring others to do the same. Patrick's story is a testament to the power of this business to transform lives, from being a full-time single dad to creating a life of flexibility and amazing lifestyles. He shows us what's possible when you stay dedicated and follow the OTG system. And his big smile and bigger heart make him not only an amazing leader, but someone we're all lucky to learn from. Patrick is a Circle of Excellence one. He is a Blue Diamond and NTC Chief Ambassador. He has been with Nu Skin for 20 years, and he is part of OTG North American Core team. Today, he's here to teach us about one of the most impactful parts of the workflow, how to present. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Patrick Baum. Take it away, brother.
Hey, Toon, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I am so excited to be with you guys today. So my name is Patrick Baum, and today I'm going to talk about presenting. Now, you've kind of gone through the workflow. You're about halfway through, and this workflow of how we do the business, setting goals, creating a contact list, inviting people to either a product or the business, and now learning to present. And so I'm going to share my screen with you today, and I'm not going to start with my story because I'm going to talk to you about sharing my story, all right? So let me share my screen with you really quickly, and let's jump in. So my name is Patrick Baum. I'm from Draper, Utah. My background is in business. I used to run health clubs for a living, and even though I loved what I did, I had no leverage in my life. I literally was building someone else's dream. They were on the golf course for 8 hours a day while I was working 12 hours a day sometimes. And I said, man, for things to change, something's gonna have to change in my life. I'm gonna have to do something different. And so I put it out there, and lo and behold, a friend of mine came to me and said, hey, Patrick, you need to take a look at Nu Skin. Now, I'd been approached 5 other times, but I wasn't in the right place. And also, the other 5 times, no one had talked to me about what I wanted, that I wanted leverage in my life, that I wanted flexibility, and that there was a way to do it. It wasn't just about selling product, which is what they were trying to do. And so because of his example and what he had created, I saw that he had leverage in lifestyle. So I jumped in, I got involved, and over the next few years, the business began to take on a mind of its own as I followed our systems. And it was crazy what happened. I was able to travel the world, go to over 26 different countries over the next few years while I built this business. It was amazing. 13 years ago, my daughter was born, and I went from traveling the world to having a whole new world as a single stay-at-home full-time dad, raising her for the majority of her life by myself, just the 2 of us, and doing this business at the same time. That's what was so amazing. Is I was able to do this business from home. I didn't have to put her in daycare. I didn't have to, have babysitters, none of that stuff. She's been with me every single day since the day she was born. And that was awesome. But the best part is not only do I have this amazing, lifestyle that I've created, but 6 years ago, I met my now wife in the business. And now Tracy and I get to do this business together. And the best part is we get to help other people get their dreams and goals just like we're working for. And that's what's so amazing about this business. So that's my story, right? That's me, and that's who I am, and that's my journey with Nu Skin so far. And there's more to it, but that is the story that I want to present to you today. Now, we are always telling 2 stories, okay? We're talking about presenting. We're always presenting our story, and we're always presenting the Nu Skin story. So when we invite, you just heard Tracy, she went over inviting. And we're always inviting people to either the business or a product experience as a customer or a member, correct? And so that's what we do. We tell the story, but we're always telling one of 2 stories, either our own story or the Nu Skin story. Now, why would we want to tell our story? Well, it's because people are buying us, right? And people necessarily sometimes don't buy Nu Skin or buy the business, but they literally buy us. And so we want to tell our story so we can connect with people, so we can build the relationships with people. And that's so important. Now, with the new skin story, we're always doing the same thing too. We're connecting people to new skin in some way or form so they can figure out whether or not new skin is a fit for them. So we're going to start and we're going to go through both of these today. And hopefully you guys can understand that presenting is literally telling the stories, okay? Telling either your story or the new skin story. But let's start with your story. Now there's a method to the madness that we do. And that method is we follow a formula. It's called the 5-point story. And now there's two ways that we're going to talk. We're going to talk in a formal setting where if you were in a meeting and you had to stand up, there's a formal setting. And that is this form here, okay? Where you're going to say your name and where you're from. It's really simple. Hi, my name's Patrick Baum. I'm from Draper, Utah. Then you talk about your background. Well, why do we want to talk about our background? Well, what we want to do is connect with people. And so, I said, hey, I used to run businesses. I actually ran health clubs. You may be a doctor, or you may be a teacher, or you may be a stay-at-home parent, or whatever it is, you're connecting with someone to relate to them, okay? And then why new skin? What is it for you that made you decide to join new skin and do this business? Well, for me, it was I had no leverage in my life. I had no flexibility, meaning I was only going to get paid what my boss was going to pay me. And I couldn't live life on my terms. I literally had to go into work every single day or I didn't get paid. So I had no flexibility. I couldn't just take off and go to Nepal for 2 months like I did and some things like that. So that's why I joined New Skin, because I wanted money and I wanted flexibility. And the best part is what it created for me. The ability to raise my daughter, the ability to, my wife and I, to now be able to help other people do this business. So that's my story, right? Now you're gonna wanna get good at telling your story. So today, this is a workshop, so we're actually gonna allow you to practice telling your story. And then after that, we're gonna go jump into the new skin story and understanding how you can talk about that. So remember, you will get better as you go in telling your story. So let's take the next few minutes and let's practice this part. Let's practice presenting your story. And you may be new, so you may need to actually formulate this. And if you're newer, let's write it again, and maybe you can enhance it, make it a little better. Maybe it's changed if you're already in the business. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes here, and it's going to be silent, and that's okay. But let's run through that. Let's write your name down, and let's write down where you're from. Okay, and this is just the formal part of the story. Now, when you're presenting the name, where you're from and your background literally takes 5 seconds. Hi, my name's Patrick Baum. I'm from Draper, Utah. My background is in business. I used to run health clubs for a living. Okay, maybe for you, it's hi. My name's Sally. I'm from California. San Francisco, California, and my background as a teacher. I've been a teacher for the past 10 years. Okay, so whatever it is for you, I want you to write that down. Okay, now you should have been able to do that over the last 30 seconds. Now why new skin? I want you to start writing what it was for you that made you join. It was probably one of your pain points. I didn't have enough money at the end of the month. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had no leverage in my life. I had no flexibility. I had to go into work every single day, driving 2 hours on the freeway, and I didn't want to do that. Whatever it is for you, write that down. What was it that made you decide, I'm going to do something different and I'm going to build this business? Now, it may just be as simple as, hey, I want to have another asset. I want to have something that while I go into my job every day is going to build my fortune. I want to have an extra $500 at the end of the month. So I'm going to build this business to create that. Or it may be, I want to be able to live life on my terms, have a certain amount of money coming in every month, have this type of lifestyle. But whatever it is for you, that's what I want you to write down. For me in the beginning, it was I needed money and I wanted flexibility. I had a lot of dreams, big dreams. As you're writing that down, I'll give you about another 30 seconds. All right, so let's go to the best part. This is where you're going or what you've already created. Now, if you're new, this is going to be, the best part is I'm on my way to creating this. I'm on my way to accomplishing why I'm doing this. The best part is I've been able to use the products and I look better and feel better, and now I get to build a business using these products. If you've been doing the business for a while, it may be like, I've been able to create something that now has enhanced my life to where I don't have to do A, B, or C, or I can do A, B, or C. For me, I had a business that allowed me to stay at home with my daughter every single day since the day she was born. Or I had a business that allowed me to do my business mobily and travel the world. The best part for us now is that we get to help other people achieve the things that we're working for and then on the path that we're going on. So I'll let you finish writing that up. Now, what I want you to know and understand is your story will evolve and change. So as you're writing this and you're finishing this up, just know and understand that it will change and it will grow, and you will get better and better at telling it and be more precise. Now, let's talk about the Nu Skin story. Why is it important that we understand the Nu Skin story? Well, so we can present it. Just like we're presenting our story because people are buying us and connecting with us, the Nu Skin story is super important, guys. We also have a 5 key point Nu Skin story where we talk about, number one, the trends, why Nu Skin is positioned in front of all of these trends that are happening in the world today. You have the gig economy, you have the wellness trends, you have the AI and IoT trends, okay? Social commerce trends, the ability to use social commerce. Our company's positioned perfectly in front of that. Understanding the company. We're a 40-year-old company. We're established. We're publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. We do $2 billion a year. So this isn't just some startup company. This is real. We have science, and all of our products are backed by science. We have the number one in-home beauty device in the world. We have the number one sunless tanner in the world. We have one of the most incredible collagen products in the world. Okay, whatever it is, we talk about the products. Okay? We also have the ability to create leverage. Did you know in our business, you can make hundreds of dollars a month, you can make thousands of dollars a month, or you can make tens of thousands, if not even more, every single month at our top leadership levels. Sharing that part of the story and timing. Why now? Well, there's the timing of the company that it's growing and that we're positioning ourselves maybe in a new market opening, like we're opening up India next year, or maybe it's about the timing of you getting started right now, because in 10 years, are you going to be any better off doing what you're doing now, currently doing in 10 years? Or can you start right now? So in 10 years, you have a better life. Whatever it is, understand the Nu Skin story. So you can then, as you ask questions, you can talk to people and piece in the parts of the story that apply to them. Now, we present in several different ways. We present in social media, on our Facebook account, on our Instagram account. We present in Zooms. We're presenting all the time. 3-way calls. There's lots of different ways. But there's also in person and on social media. Either way, what we're doing is giving people information that they need so they can make a decision on whether or not they want to do this business with you. So if you're doing your business and you're focused on social media, great. You're presenting through social commerce. Or you could be doing in-person meetings where you're inviting people. But either way, people are getting the information that they need to make a decision whether or not they're going to do this business with you. So like I said, different ways to present. Business overviews, 3-way calls with your coach, Zooms, demos, live videos at events, our Team Elite University, which we have every third weekend. It's incredible. Conventions, okay? And then on social media, the ability to present products through shout outs or lives or your VIP groups, your product groups, and so much more. But we present with the tools to share the product and share the business and give people an overview so they can, once again, decide whether or not they want to use our products or join us in the business. Either way. So we're always presenting and understanding this, that we use the tools to present. It's so much better to use a tool than try to do everything ourselves. Because one thing is then when we present that way, they are understanding that I don't need to know everything in this business, because we have all these tools that allow us to present the business, and that shows them that they can start this business and just use the tools. So, keys to telling your story and the Nu Skin story. You guys, be relatable, be vulnerable. Facts tell, stories sell. So you want to tell your story as much as possible, because that is what's going to, create a relationship of trust with people. So then they can come in and say, hey, I want to do this business with you. People buy you before they buy Nu Skin. And building a relationship of trust, you guys, is the most important thing. Okay? Now, you may say, we don't recruit from a cold market. We're always bringing people into our warm market by connecting. So you're building relationships. And even if you're doing this on social commerce and social media or just in person, the reality is that you want to warm people up by sharing your story, by presenting the story, by presenting the Nu Skin story. And it gets them warmer and warmer till eventually they say, and they call you up and they go, Patrick, whatever you're doing, I want to do it with you. And that is how you know you brought someone from the cold market into a relationship of trust. Okay, by presenting, continually presenting. If you're on social media, that's what you're doing all the time. You're either sharing product and sharing the business constantly. Okay, now the other thing in presenting is that some people present and then there's no call to action. So this is something that's very significant in understanding that when you present the business, okay, or you present the product, it's that there's a call to action at the end. It may be, hey, you need to, if you're presenting the product and to sell the product, then the call to action is, hey, here is one of our kits that would allow you to have an experience with this product. Whether it's our Renew Spa or Well Spa if you're outside the US, or one of our wellness kits, or our famous, Lumi Spa kit, or one of our Mind 360 kits. The point is you have to have a call to action. Now, if they're coming in the business, you can say, hey, and this depends upon you and your team, how you guys are duplicating. On my team, we say, hey, you're going to get a kit yourself and you're going to have one to sell. Or if you want to come in and get closer to the LOI mark, you're going to get a Renew Spa and a Lumi Spa kit. Okay. And then we're going to get you on a subscription of collagen. And this allows you to come in, you'll have 500 points. You go duplicate that one more time, then you're going to have 1,000 points and you're halfway to brand representative. So call to action is super important. And maybe it's, hey, if you're doing social media campaigns, that you're going to ask them and see which product would they like to share on social media. And this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to get one of those kits so you can start your business. Business starter kits, a call to action, always in presenting. Now, once again, it goes back to practicing and understanding that your story will always change and always be evolving. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. So you guys, presenting is so important, and how you present using the tools that will help you create trust, that'll help you present the business, that'll help you present yourself by following those formats, right? Number one, your 5-point story, right? Your name, where you're from, your background, why Nu Skin, and the best part is, okay? Then number two, understanding and learning how to present the Nu Skin story. Again, the market trends, an amazing company, incredible products, the ability to create leverage and have a compensation plan that pays us, and then timing. Why now? What is it that will make it so you want to start this now? So whatever it is for you, you guys, just keep practicing, keep driving, keep going forward, and also just remember your stories will evolve and you'll get better and better the more you tell it. The more you present, the better you'll get at it. And if you go out and you're following our system and you're presenting 3 times a week, 3 new contacts a day, and you're going and following that, you're going to get better and better at presenting your business and presenting yourself or presenting a product. All right, everybody, I hope that helps you. And just write down your story and start telling it to people, okay? And then start talking the business with people. Make it a great day. We'll see each and every one of you on the best beaches of the world.
you, Patrick, for such an incredible session on the art of presenting. Patrick really reminded us that presenting is so much more than sharing information. It's about sharing stories that inspire trust and connection. He opened our eyes to a crucial truth. People don't buy products or businesses, and they buy you, your authenticity, your vulnerability, and your ability to connect through your story are what truly resonate. Patrick also broke down what can feel like an overwhelming task into something simple and actionable, your 5-point story and the new skin story. One key insight I love is how he emphasized using tools when presenting. It's not about knowing everything. It's about showing people they can do this too by leveraging what's already available. That simple shift is a game changer for anyone who feels intimidated by the idea of presenting. Another takeaway is the power of a call to action. Patrick reminded us that every great presentation ends with an invitation, whether it's to try a product, start a business, or simply take the next step. The big lesson here, your story evolves, your skills grow, and the more you present, the better you get. So let's embrace this as a practice and keep honing our ability to inspire and connect with others. Now let's keep the momentum going as I introduce our next amazing speaker.